And people are told because of lack of serotonin. When we are peaceful, when we get sunlight through our eyes, and then serotonin is actually made more. Let's take a look. Most modern people live with indoor lights, even in the middle of the day when the sun shines. However, the sun emits a light that is incomparable to normal lighting and plays an important role in making serotonin from that light. When sunlight enters into our eyes, it goes into the retina. This light is not only used to see objects, but is also transmitted to the serotonin nerve to produce serotonin. When this happens, it is directly connected to the nuclei of the brain tube, brainstem, where serotonin is produced through the optic nerve and stimulates the serotonin nerve to promote secretion. Sunlight plays an important role in promoting the secretion of serotonin. We cannot make serotonin by our own power, but when we look at sun and then sunlight comes into our eyes and serotonin is made, we cannot overcome thoughts and feelings from Satan. So when we have angry thoughts, it makes us more frustrated, it makes us more angry, rather than fighting against these thoughts and feelings. But just like the sun comes into our eyes and makes serotonin, we need to look at Jesus. And Jesus comes into us, and He goes all the corners of the body, and He heals us. 2 Corinthians 6, verse 16. And what agreement has the temple of God with idols? For you are the temple of the living God. As God has said, I will dwell in them and walk among them. I will be their God, and they shall be my people. So He walks among them. He takes away cancer. He helps us to quit any evil habits. He takes anything that we don't need it. What we need to do, look up the sunlight. Look up the cross continually. Think about, meditate the meaning of the cross. Look at and think of the character of Jesus Christ. Think of His life. When the spouse makes us angry and frustrated, instead of being angry, what would Jesus do? When we think of Jesus, Jesus comes into us and He enables us not to be angry. First Peter 4 verse 1. Therefore, since Christ suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves also with the same mind. For he who has suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin. Because Christ suffered for us in the flesh. The reason why? Because Jesus wants us to stop sin. If we accept the death of Christ into us, and then sin in us will cease. It depends whether we accept it or not.